Make no mistake, long-term care is expensive, and we simply don't know if we're going to need long-term care. Obviously, the long-term care industry has changed a lot in the last 5 or 10 years, and maybe you should purchase long-term care insurance, maybe you shouldn't purchase long-term care insurance, but regardless if you should or if you shouldn't, it's really important to determine how you might pay for long-term care should you ever need it. 15, 20 years ago, it was really common for someone approaching retirement to purchase a policy that maybe a married couple could share 6 or could share 8 years of care between them. Their payment might be $300 or $400 per month for both policies, and then if they need care, then most of that cost will be covered through the insurance policy. But those types of policies just simply don't exist anymore. And so most folks nowadays are planning just to self-insure and simply to pay out of pocket, or purchase some type of a hybrid or some type of combination policy that gives you both life insurance and long-term care benefits. As you can imagine, there's a lot of different options, many different choices, but really it's important to I guess first off, just know what the costs are. Assisted living care, in 2025 can be anywhere from $7,000 or $8,000 per month on up to $10,000, $11,000 per month. Skilled or memory care can easily be $12,000 or $13,000 per month. And so it's easy to see how you could spend down your assets that you've worked so hard to save and how you can spend those assets to pay for care. So as you're thinking through these decisions, the first place to start is to run some math with your advisor and to project out how your financial situation would change if you were to need care, let's say when you're 80 or 85 years old. The average length of care is about 2.5 to 3 years, but of course some people don't need care at all. Some people could need care for an extended period of time. We often get questions from clients who are considering transferring assets to their kids or to their grandkids as a way to protect those assets. Generally, we do not recommend that strategy because really a couple reasons. You lose control and you lose flexibility. And so those are two things that is really important to have as you move through your retirement years. You want to be able to know that you're going to the type of facility that you want to go to, not the type of facility that the state tells you you have to go to if you qualify for Medicaid. There can also be some adverse tax consequences. Let's say that you purchased your house 30 years ago for $100,000. Now your house is worth $600,000 and you transfer that to your family. In the event that you transfer the house to them prior to your death, and then they sell the house later, your family will have capital gains on that full appreciation of the property. Whereas if you leave that property to them when you pass away, they will get what's called a cost basis step up, and they can sell that property tax-free. Because we just never know what life is going to throw at us. And it's just important to be proactive. It's not something that we ever want to think about. We hope we don't need care, but regardless of if you do need care or if you don't need care, it's just very important that we think through how things could play out, how your finances, how your life will be impacted in the event that you do need care.